So as a disclaimer, this is actually not an investment advice in any way. This is just all that I know about solid gold jewelries in general. If you haven't already, I'd advise you go grab a cup of your favorite beverage or a glass of your favorite beverage for today's video, because it is going to be an informative one, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoy making the video for you. So without dragging this intro for too long, I'd like to title this video Gold Jewelry Class 101. If you're an old subscriber, I'd like to say a very big thank you for staying with me. Thank you so much for your support. I do not take you for granted. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button below to join the family. We have fun here. And at the end of the day, guys, if you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It encourages me a lot, and that's the reason why I ask for it every time. So yes, without dragging this intro for too long, let's just jump right into today's video. So this is not only me coming here to show you my gold jewelry pieces. That's not the goal at all. The goal is to actually tell you the one or two things that I know about solid gold jewelry pieces. So as a disclaimer, this is actually not an investment advice in any way. This is just all that I know about solid gold jewelries in general. When I say gold, I mean solid gold. Yes. So this video is actually going to be in two parts. The first part, I'm going to be giving you my points, the points which I have listed on my phone, and afterwards I will be showing you the few pieces that I have, if that makes any sense. So yeah, let's just get started. So one thing about collecting gold jewelries is that you always get the value for your money. So gold piece in hand is more valuable than money in bank, because money in bank actually can be affected by inflation, but your gold in hand cannot. So as a person, if you are into collecting gold coins, gold jewelries, you know, because it doesn't necessarily have to be gold jewelries. If you're someone that doesn't wear gold jewelries, you also have an option of buying gold coins as well. So if you want to buy gold coins, gold bar, you know, this is mostly you trying to tie down the value of your money. It's not necessarily to get return on investment on a long run. On the long run, you might, but it's mostly you tying down your money. The purest form of gold is actually in 24 karat. So we do have 10 karat, we have 14 karat, we have 18 karat, and we have 22 karat. If you are buying so you can get a return on your investment at the end of the day, I'd advise you stay between 18 karat and above. 14 karat is okay, don't get me wrong. My wedding ring is in 14 karat, and because I live in the United States, like if you go to jewelry shops, the maximum they usually have is 14 karat, and that's the reason why I have my wedding ring in 14 karat. You know, if I have my way, it's gonna be in 18 karat, but hey, it is what it is. But it has real diamonds on it anyways, so I think it still holds its value irrespective. Another thing that I also like to mention to you is, you know, it's not necessarily, so some people think, oh, okay, are you saying if I buy this gold, because I usually have this conversation a lot. Like I can talk about gold, buying gold jewelries from morning till night. I mean, I love it. I watch documentaries on gold. I read books about gold, you know, because I just love it. Right? So I mean, I can talk about this all day. So sometimes, you know, when you're talking to people, they're like, oh, okay, so do you mean if I buy my gold earring today, I can go and sell it and I'll get my money back, or I'll even get more? I'm like, no. Like I mentioned earlier, you have to wait for a period of time for it to appreciate, just like anything. If you buy a house today, your house will not appreciate today. You have to live in the house for a period of time before it begins to appreciate, depending on what the economy is as at that time. I bought a particular set in 2010 and I sold this same set in 2019. I got triple my money back. It might not be so much depending on how much it is, but you know, gold appreciates a lot. Just FYI, that's the reason why I buy it, and I think, you know, you should also look into that as well. So another thing is, you know, it's just something that I would love. You know, I know there are some countries that still actually gives gold jewelries to their children when they are getting married. It's something that I admire a lot. I've had colleagues that, you know, collect gold pieces for their grandkids already. You know, their kids are still in high school and they are beginning to collect these gold pieces for their grandkids just because they believe that day would come. They believe it's going to give them joy to do that. So that has actually won on me, and I'm somebody that already envisioned, like I do have 2 toddlers right now. I know it's like years from now. However, I can imagine my daughter-in-law or my daughter or their kids, you know, wearing the pieces that I've collected like way before they were born. They would really appreciate and value it. You know, these are the 2 major reasons why I, you know, love to collect gold pieces when I can. And just to also give you a little bit of background, like I mentioned earlier, gold in its purest form is 24 karat. But if you have a jewelry piece in 24 karat, that means it's going to be extremely soft, that it can even be bendable. To avoid that, they actually mix gold with some alloy to make it stronger. A 22 karat jewelry piece has 91.67% of gold and the remaining is alloy. A 18 karat jewelry piece, gold jewelry piece, is actually 75% of gold and 25% is alloy. You get the gist, right? Then a 14 karat jewelry piece is only 58.3% of gold and the remaining is alloy. Alloy can be anything. It's just another type of metal that makes it stronger so it doesn't bend or break anyhow, right? So I would advise you stay between 18 karat and above, which is 75% of gold and above. So that's what I do. Most of my jewelries are in 18 karat anyways. I hope, you know, someday that I'm going to find a 22 karat jewelry piece that I love, and I will not even hesitate to buy it at all because I know I am getting closer to the purest form of gold as possible. Another thing I would like to mention to you is always make sure that you're buying from a certified jeweler. Like, make sure you are getting gold though, you know, because somebody can easily give you anything that looks yellow and tell you it's gold. So make sure you are getting gold. That's the reason why I mean most of my jewelry pieces I buy from the gold market in Dubai or from gold market in Nigeria. So you might want to look for a gold market in your home country where you can buy from. But if you are someone that doesn't, if there is no gold market in your country where you can buy 18 karat and above from, you might as well even buy from other sellers. So we do have sellers as well that go to buy wholesale from the gold market, bring it to the United States to sell. Another thing I would like to mention to you is if you are buying gold jewelries in 18 karat and above, try to stay away from something that has stone as much as you can, because these stones, especially when they are not real diamonds, you won't be able to sell it in the gold market when the time comes. I'm going to be showing you some of my pieces that have stones in them. Those stones will be eventually plucked out before they buy from you. So what's the point? When you want to buy your gold piece, what they do is in the gold market, they put it on a scale, then they tell you how much it is per gram. So it goes on a scale just like so. So as you're looking like this, there is a scale like this one. So they drop the piece on the scale and they see what it weighs and they tell you how much it is per gram. For example, if currently gold price is like $50 per gram, that means you have to pay 5 times 50. That's what you're going to pay for that piece. So my point is, if for example any of these pieces has stone in them, the stones will be removed before another goldsmith will buy from you. So take note that if you are buying this at 5 grams, by the time they remove the stones, it might reduce to 2 grams. So that means you will be selling at 2 grams. Depending on how long, you might eventually be able to get exactly your money or times 2, depending on how long from the time you got it. But my point is, just know that at the back of your mind, especially when you're just getting started, stay away from anything that has fake stones as possible. And I do have some things that I bought intentionally, even knowing this fact, right? But when I got started, I actually stayed away from those kind of pieces. I made sure that my collection had grown to a particular point before I then began to buy pieces that had fake stones in them. So the last one I'm going to be giving you about gold jewelries, and which is a fun fact, is, you know, one good thing again that I like about it is you don't pay tax on your return on investment when you sell your gold. You don't pay tax. So for example, you know, like for example, when I gave the example of when I bought my gold in 2010, I probably paid tax at the point of buying, but at the end of the day, I sold it and I just collected my money and I walked out. I didn't have to pay tax on the money I made. So that's another good thing about gold investment compared to stock. For example, if you have a stock portfolio and you get dividends, you have to pay tax on those dividends. Whatever you get back from any investment whatsoever, is it real estate, is it, you have to pay tax at the end of the day. But for your gold pieces, you can sell anywhere in the world and you just take your return on investment and you put it in your pocket, or you use it to buy another piece, you know, you roll it over into another set of jewelries, you know. So those are the fun facts, and those are the things that I said I would like to share with you, you know, before showing you my collection. So if you have any other thing that you know about gold jewelries that I don't know, that I haven't mentioned, please don't hesitate to put it in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to, you know, let's talk about gold. I mean, I can talk about gold pieces all day long. Gold, like, it's something I love a lot. I don't just love luxury handbags or luxury items. I also love gold pieces always, just because of the value. And yeah, so that's all about all the things that I'd like to share with you. Now let's jump right into my gold jewelry pieces. So currently I still store my gold jewelries in the same jewelry box that I showed you in my last video. I'm going to be putting it somewhere on the screen so you can see. So this is what I still use to store my gold jewelries, and I actually have this drawer from it so that I can use it to show you all the earrings that I have. I have actually purchased a jewelry cabinet. I cannot wait to see this cabinet. Like, it looks so beautiful. So this is the jewelry cabinet that I ordered, and it has not yet been delivered. When it's delivered, I'll put all my jewelries in it, and I'll, you know, show you what it looks like when the time comes. But in the meantime, I still use the small one, and I do have this part from the small jewelry box, you know. So in here I have all my earrings. So these are all my gold earrings. I will be picking it out one after the other to show you what it looks like. So this is the first earring I'm going to be showing you today, and this one is actually the oldest one in my collection. I have had this set for like 8 years now. You know, I've had this set for like 8 years now. I'm sure the value would have increased a lot, but I am not interested in selling it yet, so I still have it in my collection. And yeah, it does come with a pendant. I will be showing you what the pendant looks like when I get to the pendant section. So I'm just showing you like a closer shot so you can see what it looks like. So yeah, so this is this one that I have had for a very, very long time. Speaking of the ones that comes in set, I also have this one. So this one also comes in a set. It has its own pendant. I'll show you what the pendant looks like. This is like a circle set, and this is what the side looks like. I'm going to be showing you a closer shot as well to see what it looks like. And before I continue, I'll also like to show you what I have on. So right now I do have this one. You know, it's a hoop earring. It's a very, very simple hoop earring, but it's a gold piece as well. This earring that I have up here is not gold, so that's why I'm not going to talk about it. I just have to keep that in there for now, and that's the reason why I didn't take it out to put in a gold stud. But yeah, that one, you know, is not gold, but this one is gold, and that's what I'm wearing right now. It's just this simple hoop set. And I also do have this chain. I know I haven't gotten to the chain section yet, but I'd like to show you this chain as well. So moving on to the next earring that I have this one right here. It's this white gold piece, and I love it a lot. You know, it's the only white gold earring set that I have, and I love it a lot. So whenever I want to break away from my yellow gold syndrome, that's when I go ahead and I wear this one, just to take a break from yellow gold, and that's when I wear this particular white gold piece. Speaking of rose gold and white gold, another thing you should know is there is no white gold. Gold is in yellow, so we only have yellow gold. However, the goldsmiths have ways to turn the yellow gold into silver or rose gold when they need to, you know, so just keep that in mind. So your white gold piece might fade, your rose gold piece might fade, but eventually it's still gold. It's just it's been coated with whatever color to turn it to white gold or rose gold. So keep that in mind as well. So now onto this one. This is another one that I have. It's just little teeny woven earring. So I love it a lot. Sometimes I keep this on for months without taking it out, and it holds up so well, you know. Another thing is one of the reasons why you know, I enjoy collecting gold jewelries is because, you know, I don't have to worry about taking it out. Like the gold necklace and earrings that I had before this video, I've had it on for like over a month now. Like I necessarily don't have to switch up my jewelries like that. That's what I don't like doing, and that's the reason why I even found myself, you know, collecting gold pieces as well, because I just prefer to put something on and don't take it out. I'm somebody that would just go to bed like that with all my jewelries on, you know. So yeah, so the next ones I'm going to be talking about are this really tiny but beautiful ones. This is actually in 3 tones as well. You can see the yellow gold, the white gold, and the rose gold. So this is what it looks like. It looks so cute and beautiful. I love tiny earrings, like, because they don't dangle. I sometimes just even forget that I'm wearing earrings, so I just put them on and I go about my day, I go about my weeks, I go about my months, you know, even without touching my hairs, you know. So I love, you know, me some tiny little earrings. So I do have this one, you know, and it's in 3 tone and I love it a lot. So the next tiny ones that I have are this, you know, it looks like it has this cross design. So like I said, you know, it's one of the ones that I just like to leave on and just keep on for as long as I want. You know, it doesn't matter where I'm going, where I am. If I need to go to bed, if I need to take a shower, I just keep them on and it lasts me for a while before I switch them up for another one. So this is another one that I have. So going through really quickly, another one that I have is this one, but this one has a stone on it. If you can see very well, this one has a stone on it. And you know, this is an example of the one that I said that if I want to resell this one, I'm hardly going to find a goldsmith that will buy from me with a stone, because the stone is not real. Like, this is not real diamond, it's fake diamond, but it's shiny. However, the body is gold. So what they're gonna do is they'll pluck out the diamonds before they put it on the scale to buy from me. Just like when you want to buy your gold, they put it on the scale to weigh and sell to you. Same way, when you want to sell, they put it on the scale to know how much it weighs to buy from you. But because they don't have a use for the stones, they pluck them out before they buy from you for the ones that have stones. So this is another one. Another one that I have is this little ball shaped earrings, and this is what it looks like. I've had this one for like 2 or 3 years now, and it's such a tiny cute little piece. The earring is not big, it's supposed to be like a tiny stud earring, but when you put it on, it makes you look like you're all dressed up, you know. So that's the reason why I don't keep this one on, you know, to sleep and wake up, because it's actually heavy, so, but it's small at the same time. So yeah, so this is what this piece looks like, just giving you a closer look. So another small one that I have, which is kind of similar to the other one that I showed you just now, is this one. So this one is actually in 3 tones. If you look closely, it's in 3 tones. It's in rose gold, white gold, and yellow gold, which is the reason why I love this earrings. Like, I love it a lot. When I saw it, it was love at first sight. I just had to have it, and that's the reason why I picked this one up. So yeah, I wear this one anytime, any day, anywhere. You know, it doesn't look as heavy as the previous one, so I'm able to actually wear this one as I see fit, because the ball is not so big. So yeah, this is what this one looks like. So the last earring that I have in my collection is this one, and this is like my newest earring as well. I spoke about this one in my birthday vlog video. I'm gonna be linking it below in case you haven't seen it yet. I spoke about this one in my birthday blog video. I bought this one as part of a set that I got for myself on my birthday. So this one right here is actually 18 karat and is the Van Cleef inspired earring. This is what it looks like. This is the back, has a clip closure to hold on to your hair while you wear it. So I asked if I will be able to resell with the stones in it. They said yes, but I think, you know, based on how the response came, it sounded to me like it was just trying to sell. I don't think that's true, but because I love this jewelry anyways, like, I just love it, like, it has to be part of my collection. That was why I went ahead and I bought it, knowing that I might not be able to sell it with the piece that is inside. So that piece might eventually be removed for me to resell when I plan to resell, if I plan to resell. So yeah, so that's that about this one. So I love this piece a lot. Like, it's like I mentioned, it's the Van Cleef inspired earrings. It's in a set. I'm going to be showing you the other part of the set as I continue with the video. Those are all the earrings that I have. I'm going to fast forward to my pendant, and I do have my pendant in this container as well. So I'm gonna be starting with this one. So this one I love a lot, you know, because it has like a picture of Jesus, you know, with the thorn on his head. So that's what this one looks like. You know, I love it a lot. I ordered for this one and I bought it, but when it came, I discovered that the back is empty like so. I don't like that idea, because when I put it on, it doesn't dig into my skin. Like when I put it on my chest, you know, under my pendant, it doesn't dig into my skin. Like it does, but it doesn't hurt. However, I just didn't like it for the fact that it's opened at the back. So I just decided to keep it there in my collection and look for another one. So the other one that I found is this one, you know. And another thing you might notice is there are two different colors. That happens a lot. Like this gold pieces, I mean, that's the reason why you have to just make sure you're buying the real thing when you're buying it. Sometimes they have different colors for some reason, you know. And another thing is, the more the carat, the yellower it is. So 18 karat, a 22 karat gold is more yellow than 18 karat gold. 24 karat gold in its purest is more yellow than 22 karat gold. That's another information. But for the fact that these two had two different yellow shades doesn't mean that this one is 22 and this one is 18. No, both of them are 18 karat gold. However, it's just how they've been made, you know, in my opinion. So yeah, so because this one had that issue, I just decided to keep this in my collection. I went and buy this one that I'll be able to use. So this is my latest one that I love. And if you look at the back is actually covered. It's not opened like the previous one. So that's the reason why I went ahead and I got this one, and I have this one. Moving on to the next pendant that I have, I do have this dainty pendant. It's so cute. I love it a lot. Like, I love this pendant a lot, you know. So yeah, this is what this pendant looks like. I do have this pendant, and I also have this cross pendant. I'm a Christian, so I do love all these Christian based pieces. When I see them, I pick them up if I want them, if I can afford them. Not every time. So yeah, I do have this cross pendant. I also have, you know, this pendant, and this pendant is the one that comes with the earring set, like the first earring set that I showed to you. So this one is the oldest pendant that I have. I've had this one for a very, very long time. Like I mentioned earlier, I've had this one for 8 years now, which was when I started collecting gold jewelries. So yeah, this is this one that I have. Another one is also this pendant that comes with the other earring. So yeah, this is another pendant that I have. So sometimes I wear the whole set like together with the earring. Sometimes I just wear it without the earring. I pair with another earring. It doesn't matter for me, you know. It just looks nicer. Like if I'm going to somewhere that I have to look all dressy and all that, I wear the set. But if not, I just mix match as I see fit. So yeah, this is another pendant that I have. Another pendant that I have is this key one. It's just a key, you know, but it's a pendant. It has the hook right here. So whenever I want, I just put it on my chain and I rock it. I have worn this pendant for a very long time. I think I've had this one for like 5 years now. You know, it's so cute. This is another pendant that I have. I know it has a lot of stones, but when I saw it, it was love and at first sight, and I had to have it. So I went ahead and I picked it up. I love this pendant a lot. There is a way it elevates my look when I'm done dressing up. You know, I just put it on my chain, whatever chain that I decide to wear with. There's a way it makes me feel all dressed up, you know. I love it a lot. So this is another pendant that I have. So the last two pendants that I have is this one, and this one is actually in my name. Okay, I'm supposed to turn it this way. So this is actually my name. So it's a name pendant, you know, it's Buki. So this is, you know, this one was actually custom made. So that's another thing that is possible in a local gold market that you might not be able to do in a normal jewelry store. So you might be able to like custom make your name in a pendant. Sometimes you can even make just a single letter. So I actually made this one in Dubai when I traveled to Dubai. So if you find yourself in a local gold market, you might be able to have a custom made pendant like this one. So the last one that I have is this one, and this one is in a dollar sign. So yeah, this is what this pendant looks like. I love it a lot, you know, and it's one of my newest piece. Actually, I haven't really worn it like that, but I love it, and I already see that I'm going to be wearing it a lot. So yeah, those are all the pendants that I have. So now we're going to fast forward to bracelets and anklets. All right, so next I am going to be showing you my bracelets. So the first one that I have is this one. This is a Cartier inspired bracelet, and this one I believe is called the nail one. So yeah, this is what this one looks like. It does have some fake diamonds around it. Let me stop saying fake diamonds. It does have some diamonds around it, and yes, this is what this Cartier bracelet looks like. So the next one I'm going to be talking about, which is another bracelet by Cartier as well, is this one, and this one I believe is called the Love Bracelet. I will check what the name is and put it on the screen, but yeah, so this is what this one looks like, and yeah, it looks like so when I need to wear it, I pair them together like this. So I love to stack them on my wrist together. So moving forward to hand chains, which are called bracelets as well, but they are chain. They are not like solid bracelets. The first one is this one. So this is one of the hand chains that I have. This is my newest hand chain. I haven't really worn it like that, but yeah, I love it a lot. So yeah, so this is one of the hand chains that I have. So this one is the one that I've actually worn for so many years now. Whenever I need to wear bracelets for other events, I just kind of stack it up, or if I need to take it out, I take it out, but I have worn it like for the most part of 2019 up until now. Another bracelet that I have are these two. So these two are ball bracelets. It's called like ball style, you know. So these two are in rose gold and yellow gold and white gold as well. I do love this bracelet a lot. So whenever I need to wear my rose gold necklace and my rose gold earrings, then I remember to pick this one up and wear it on my wrist as well. So this one is another lovely stackable piece. I mean, I've been loving this wrist stacking, you know, a lot lately. You know how you can wear like a lot of bracelets on one wrist. I have been loving it lately, and I plan to do that soon. I'll just stack them up on my wrist and just forget they're there, you know. Yeah, so yeah, I do love this one a lot. So the last bracelet slash wrist chain that I have is this Van Cleef inspired one, and you know, I showed you the earring earlier. So yeah, this is the bracelet that comes with it, and I love it a lot. Like, no story about it. I love it a lot. Like, this green color looks really beautiful on my wrist. So yeah, I love it a lot. So this is the last bracelet that I have. Now moving on to rings, I only have 3 rings. One of them is this Cartier inspired ring, and it's also in the nail style. So I do have this one, and yeah, this is what it looks like. I wear this one on my index finger right here. So this is what this one looks like. I usually don't take it out. I took it out just so that I can show you in this video. So yeah, this is where I wear it, either on this left hand or on the right hand, whichever hand is fine. I also have this Neo Nero inspired ring. If you know that that designer, you can check online if you want to see more of their pieces. But this is a Neo Nero inspired ring. It's 18 karat gold. Like I mentioned earlier, most of my gold pieces are in 18 karat. So this is what this one looks like. It looks a little bit masculine, which is why I love it a lot. So the last ring that I have is this one. It's part of the Van Cleef set, and it's just like so, nothing special. So yeah, I do love this ring as well. I wear it with my Van Cleef set, and I wear it without my Van Cleef set as well. So yeah, this Cartier ring never goes off my hand, and this one I actually just put in my jewelry box, you know, till whenever I need to wear them. So the next piece I'm actually going to be talking about are these 2 anklets. So this actually was a chain. Because I bought it from the gold market, I was able to have them, you know, break a chain into 2 for me, because the anklets are, I just prefer this chains because my anklet stays on me, you know, till forever. So I prefer to use something that is strong. So that's why I always prefer to use a chain. The previous one I had was a chain as well, but it broke eventually. I still have it with me. I mean, when it breaks, it still keeps the same value. It doesn't matter if your gold chain breaks, it still has the same value. That's another good thing. So I just have it stacked up somewhere. I got this one recently, and I've been wearing it since then. So I usually go for a chain, then I have them break it into 2 for me. I typically don't go for the anklets that they already have, you know, in the store. So I usually do this when I need to buy my anklet. So I have the same chain. They just broke it into 2 for me, and I just layer them on my ankle, and I am good to go. So yeah, that's my anklet. those are my anklets. So the last pieces I'm going to be talking about are my chains, you know. So I do have this dainty lovely chain. This one is 18 inches in length. So, you know, I have different chains just because I love layering a lot. So yeah, this is one of the chains that I have this one on my neck. I showed you this one earlier. Then I have this one. I don't know what the style of this jewelries are called. I would have given you their names, but I'm mostly just showing you what they look like. So it's really dainty and tiny. I typically don't leave this one on me so that I don't accidentally break it, because I love this style so much. It's unique. You know, most of my chains I try to make sure they are as unique as possible. So when I get them, I try to, you know, baby them as much as I can, especially these dainty looking ones. So I do have this one. Then another chain that I have is this one that is part of the Van Cleef set. I don't really need to talk much about it. It's also on the dainty side. It's like a choker. It's not so long. This is about 17 inches in length. So it stays right where I need it to be so that I can wear it with other chains as well to give me the layering vibes when I need to do that. So this is this Van Cleef inspired 18 karat gold chain that I have. Another chain I have is this one. This one I believe is called belt, but this is like a tiny version of normal belt. So it comes in different sizes. This is the tiniest belt, and I love this because, you know, of the dainty look. So these days I'm beginning to tilt towards dainty pieces, so that's why you see that I have a lot of tiny earrings, a lot of tiny chains. You know, the heavier the better, the heavier the more valuable, yes, but you know, sometimes it's okay for you to diversify and also buy tiny chains as well. So I do have this tiny belt chain as well. So the other one I have is my shortest chain. This one I believe is in 15 inches. So this one is actually, it looks like a choker when I put it on, you know. So I do love this one. It's like linked. It's like a link style, you know. I love it a lot. It's so tiny, but it is lovely and beautiful. Another one that I have is this white gold one. This one is 18 inches, and this one is, you know, I've had this one for a very long time. I hardly wear it. Like I mentioned earlier when I was showing my white gold earring, this is one of the pieces that I use to break free from the yellow gold syndrome whenever I feel like it. So yeah, I just put it on for a while. I usually don't wear it for too long. I wear it for like maximum a week and I get tired. I always cannot wait to wear my yellow tone gold because it just suits my skin a lot. So I prefer yellow tone gold than white gold tone gold. So that's the reason why I have this one. So yeah, this is what this one looks like. The other chain that I have is this one. This one I believe is the longest chain I have. It has this unique style. So like I mentioned earlier, when I pick my chain, I try to go for the very unique ones just because. However, yeah, so this is this one that I have. It's not tiny. It is actually not tiny, but the style is really unique and I love it. It looks like all these old styles, which is why I love it a lot. So yeah, so this is this one of the chains that I have. So another one is this one. This is called the Cuban Style. You should be familiar with this one. Like they have this one a lot in the US. For some reason, I believe, you know, like US people, they like Cuban necklaces, or maybe it's just me, but I see it a lot in the 14 karat and 10 karat gold market. But yeah, this one is an 18 karat anyways, and I just decided I collected this piece just because I love the vibe whenever I want to dress like super casual, you know. So I have this one, you know, and I wear it whenever I want to have like a sophisticated casual look is when I decide to put this on. So I just put on a t-shirt and I just drop this one. It's really long as well, so and I just drop it on my neck and it gives me that vibe, and you know, I just love it, and that's why I have this in my collection. My last gold jewelry necklace is this one right here. This one I've had since 2019 as well, and it has held up really well. I have worn this necklace a lot, you know. I have worn it a lot. I love it so much, and yeah, it's like a choker as well, but it is thick, so it's not dainty at all. It's actually thick. So this one I tend to wear like for months without taking it out because it's able to hold up and resist any kind of force that I put on it anytime, you know, accidentally. So I tend to keep this one on, you know, as long as I want. So yeah, so those are my chains, and those are all my gold jewelry pieces. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope you've learned a thing or two. And yeah, if there is any question you would like me to answer, please don't hesitate to put it in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to have a conversation with you and talk to you about the things that I know, the things you know, the things we both should learn from each other. So thank you so much for watching, and remain blessed. Peace.